Hello all and welcome to another Government Entertainment video. It's Art here with the review for the season premiere for Season 3 of The Mandalorian, Chapter 17, The Apostate. Just like I did with Star Trek Card, we're going to review this episode. I'm going to get a guess of where I think the season's going to go, and then we'll review the episode when it or the season when it wraps up. And that's how we'll do this. I'd forgotten this was on, or else I would have mentioned it in the CRU, but hey, now we're all good and ready to roll. First of all, I liked the guest appearances of Carl Weathers and Katie Sackhoff. They were very, very good and very, very on point. I like the fact that we got to see ground action in the opening scenes. And then we got to see a space dogfight and everything in between. For a 38-minute episode, everything was walloply packed in there. I think I love the way the season's going. I did think that the space pirate, he looked a little too Christmas tree-ish, artificial Christmas tree-ish, which was where I think was the downfall of the special effects. It looked a little too C grade, not even B grade. It looked a little too C grade to be in Star Wars, to be honest with you. And this is like it looked really, really weird. It looked really, really dumb. I think they should have and could have done better. If they weren't going to use a physical manifestation of it, then they should have at least, in the very least, CG'd a better look to it, because you can fix that in post-production, and they just simply didn't. I like the storyline. Right away, we know where the storyline's going to go, because he is trying to regain his status within the core Mandalorian group. And we know where that status is going to... So he now has a quest for the season. Which is important for the Mandalorian, because he is a quest-driven, a morals-driven character. So that's very important. I loved seeing the crowning of new Mandalorian younglings in the beginning. I loved seeing them fight as a team and do what they could against the opening beast. And I love how I think that they're going to try to connect the seasons together. Now, things I don't like, the pirate captain I already mentioned. The writing off of Cara Dune because they fired Gina Carano. We knew that was coming. I still don't like it, because I think her character could have been and should have been an equal to the Mandalorian. But because Disney is more worried about being woke than about being what serves the story best, therein lies your problem. Therein lies what needs to be fixed with Marvel and most of Star Wars. Mandalorian is kind of an outlier in that it hasn't ever been bad, but we shall see if it gets touched by the woke monster. It certainly got touched off screen by the woke monster, and it is what it is. Because I, for one, like my fiction to serve the story and leave the politics out of it. Now, in canon Star Wars politics, fine. I'm on board with that. But leave today's politics out of it. Leave my current world politics out of it. Tell me a good story. Let me escape into a galaxy far, far away in a time long, long ago, and enjoy the story for what it is. Don't try to force feed me political narratives. It's one of the reasons I quit watching The Last of Us, because they keep force feeding political narratives, and that just turns me off as a viewer. It turns me off as a viewer. It turns me off as a TV watcher. It just turns me off in general. But I will say that I think as long as they keep to the story and keep to the arcs that they have built and are building, and they keep the politics other than Star Wars politics, like you've got your Rebel Alliance and your Imperial side of things. Well, not Imperial, I forget what it's called, Red something. I forget. If that comes in, then that's perfectly fine. That is above board. That is game. But if it's and backroom politics, I'll save for other YouTube channels. That's not for me to do. I'm here to judge the entertainment, and I was very highly entertained by the first episode of The Mandalorian. I think it was succinct. I think it was beat for beat a good show. I think it had good pacing. It, of course, had excellent music. It, of course, had pretty good special effects, other than the pirate captain. The pirate captain looked like shit. I'm not going to apologize for that. He looked like shit. But I think it could tell a deep, engrossing story. I think it could very well tell a story that's missing from Star Wars. Just like I have high hopes for Star Trek Picard, I have high hopes for The Mandalorian Season 3. This is where I'm going to give it a 7 popcorns out of 10. There were a few things that were a little bit off, but for the most part, it was enjoyable and it was fun. It was a bit short. It gets a few points for being knocked down for being short. Maybe we'll get long. Hopefully we get longer episodes as the season goes along. But overall, I'm excited about where it could go. I'm excited about potentially seeing Mandalore again. And seeing what actually happened to Mandalore. And seeing if the Mandalorian can redeem himself and become one of the Mandalorian bounty hunters again. We shall indeed definitely see. I do hope this is the case. This has to be the way. But leave in the comments down below if you watched Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 1, and let me know what you thought about it, and let me know your hopes for the season and where you think this may go. But you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. Which is very true because I've been uploading videos off that schedule, extra videos off that schedule, so you want to ding your notifications. But until next time, may the Force be with you. I'll see you again soon. And peace.